This is not financial advice, not legal advice, for entertainment, educational purposes only, and anything I say is my opinion. Please don't make any financial decision based on anything I say in these videos. That being said, hit the like button, subscribe button, all that YouTube algorithm stuff so you get the videos I put them out. See what I'm thinking, see I'm analyzing that data. But like I tell every day, the data they release us is false. And then they give us a false narrative of the market so we can make bad trading decisions. Listen, a lot of people will ask me for more details about the status of the lawsuit. They want to know what was going on. And I did like a brief synopsis of it. And they were also asking about the preliminary injunction to stop the trading of AMC and GME in the dog pool until we got an accurate share count. Here's the thing. When I first filed that motion for preliminary injunction, they were able to get the court to moot the decision. So when I got the Court of Appeals to remand the case back down, I was under the impression that the preliminary injunction would go right back on the docket. But that's not how it works. What I had to do was I had to file a separate motion asking the federal district court to reopen that motion, which is what I did yesterday. I filed a motion with the courts to reopen the preliminary injunction regarding shutting down the trading of AMC and GME in the dog pool till we get an accurate share count. And hopefully we'll get an answer to that within the next few days. And then once the court makes a decision on the preliminary injunction, whether it's positive or negative, if it's negative, if the judge rules that they're not going to shut down the trading of AMC and GME in the dog pools, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to file a notice of appeal, and I'm going to appeal that motion to the Court of Appeals, hoping we get some kind of answer from them on it. I'm going to tell you guys something. While Citadel being the market maker, the hedge fund, and the dog pool, in my opinion, is a violation of our antitrust laws, a violation of our monopoly laws. While I believe that FINRA and DTCC is fully aware of all the fraud and corruption in the AMC play, they're fully aware of all the counterfeit AMC shares that are being traded. I think the best avenue for us to get justice is to get that share count, to get those blue sheets, to get the trading of AMC and GME shut down in the dog pool. If we get that, I believe it's going to expose a lot of fraud and corruption in the play, and the bad actors won't be able to say they weren't aware of it anymore. Adam Aaron won't be able to say there's no evidence of naked shorts. When him being in this game for, 30 years, he's fully aware of all the tricks that the hedges play when it comes to naked shorting stocks. He is not a new kid on the block. He is a seasoned veteran. So he knows exactly what's going on, in my opinion. So while, of course, we want to win the whole lawsuit, we want to take it to them so they can change the rules of the market, so that the SEC, FINRA, DTCC can start enforcing the rules of the market and protecting retail investors, protecting pension funds. I think the quickest avenue to that would be shutting down the dog pools. I believe if we do that, it's going to open up the floodgates to fairness, transparency, and justice in the market. The judge ordered a trial date for January 27th of 2025, and trial dates can change. Trial dates can change depending on everything else that goes on. But what the judge did do is order mediation, and we have 15 days from the date of the order, which was April 2nd. So we have till April 17th to choose a mediator, or the clerk of the court is going to choose one for us. So I have sent an email out to the defendants attorneys, asking them when can we sit down or have a Zoom meeting or have a phone call to decide who is going to be the mediator. What I'm going to do is next week, I'm going to go down to federal court and get a copy of the list of certified mediators, and then I'm going to call a few and see which one I feel is fair. Not saying they're all not fair, but, personalities are different. So I'm going to call, and hopefully Ken Griffin's attorney, Citadel's attorney, Robin Hood's attorney, DDCC's attorney, FINRA's attorney can all agree on a mediator to mediate a settlement. Okay? Hopefully we can get that done. The judge wants that done at least 110 days before the trial date. So at this point, once we get the mediator set, which the judge requires in 15 days, then there's some other motions that I plan on filing, because I believe there's certain aspects of the lawsuit that should be open to summary judgment. So I will be filing some summary judgment motions, because I believe the evidence of what they did is overwhelming, and we should only be having hearings on damages as far as I'm concerned. But I will write the motion. I will do my legal research. I will write the motion, and the judge is going to make a decision, and then we'll work from there. Also, I have to start preparing my motions to request discovery from FINRA, and of course, you guys know I want the blue sheets, Robin Hood, DTCC, Ken Griffin, and Citadel. There's a lot of information in their books that I believe we need to prove our case, that there is a lot of fraud and corruption in AMC, a lot of fraud and corruption in GME, and a lot of counterfeit shares that traded hands, a lot of FTDs that disappeared off the books even though they were never closed out. All of this will be brought out in discovery. So once we pick the mediator, file the motions, summary judgment, discovery, then we're going to set dates for parties with relevant information to be deposed, such as Ken Griffin, such as the head of FINRA, such as the head of Robin Hood, such as Gary Gensler. The bottom line is this. This whole lawsuit is a process. We've been fighting it for over 2 years now, going on 3 years. But my resolve has not softened. And the closer we get to this, the more excited I am that we will see justice. We will see justice. But like I told you guys before, I believe getting the courts to shut down the trading of AMC and GM in the dog pool is going to be the lightning rod that changes the entire stock market. And here's the other crazy thing. This lawsuit is the closest anyone has come to getting and holding the bad actors accountable for what they've been doing to retail investors. Look at MMTLP. They didn't get it. They didn't get a trial date. They didn't even get the blue sheets. They didn't get a chance to even do discovery. The judge shut them down. Look at all the other lawsuits that people have tried over the last 36 months. This is the lawsuit that's the closest to getting justice for retail investors. And guess what? Not one media outlet reports on this lawsuit. You get the media outlets reporting on lawsuits that have nothing to do with anything. And the lawsuits that's almost holding these bad actors accountable for their actions, not one word on mainstream media, not one article about it. You know why? The bad actors control the media, and they don't want nobody to know that they're being held accountable in a court of law. They want people to think that they're indestructible, that they're Teflon Dons, that they can do whatever they want with no repercussions. Hopefully, the district federal court in South Florida teaches them that they will be held accountable for everything that they've done. Anyway, please leave some comments. Have a great day. God bless. And I appreciate y'all on this journey with me.